Hi, pile number one. All right, so this is your reading if you picked pile number one or you picked card one. Let's see what's happening next for you in your life. Give me some messages and themes for pile number one. What can you tell me about pile number one and what's happening next in their life? Tell me about pile number one. All right, pile number one, this is highlighting some type of soulmate connection that you have. So there's a person here that it feels like you guys are going through a separation right now. We also have healing heart. So you could be trying to pick up the pieces from that. You are in your healing phase. You could be not speaking to this person at this time, or you guys are just, giving each other space. And you could find that you're trying to heal from this. Okay, so I do see that's what's currently going on. There's a lot of happiness with the Paradise card. So there's a lot of happiness here. There's a lot of joy. You could feel in harmony. You could feel like there's a load off of your back, like a burden off of your back from leaving this situation, but it still hurts nonetheless. So, and I think that the reason that even if you're happy to be out, but you're also maybe still missing it or still dealing with the healing part of it, it's because this person is a soulmate. So there's a very purposeful energy between you and this person in this connection. You feel very tied to them, soul ties. But life is getting better for you with this person being out of your life. So I just feel like things are moving on up for you. This person could be trying to return as well. I do see a very happy, prosperous period with this person when they do return, but I do feel like you're having a hard time healing from what has been done in the past. So even if things are running smoothly, you may still feel like, okay, I still have a grudge or I have some reservations about you. I still have a bad taste in my mouth about what happened in the past. Okay. You may feel like you need to really take this time to focus on yourself and not really the relationship. All right. So let's see what's next. What's coming up next in your life? Tell me about pile number one. All right. So I do see this person coming back towards you. We have the Knight of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. So the situation is taking a long time to either be over with and done, or for you and this person to get back adjusted, like almost things getting back to normal. It's taking a long time. All right. It's very like time consuming. It requires a lot of patience here. This person too, even when you guys fall out or when you guys aren't really speaking or not dating anymore, they still have your back. So I feel like this person is very reliable. They're going to be coming through for you in some way. Could be the rest of this month. If you need something, this person kind of is there at your call. So that's one thing that you really appreciate is like, even if you guys are not on the best of terms, you know this person will always come when you call them. All right. So there may be something that you need of them and they're going to be very reliable. They will be responsive. They will come and help you figure that out. But I think that what you guys, so this person does have a great partnership. Like they're a great partner. They're a great person to have to keep the ball rolling in your life. Okay. But the only thing that I feel with the Three of Swords is that there's always some type of disappointment. So there could be like cheating or I'm also getting I'm also getting this energy of like maybe like failed attempts to create a family. So whenever this person, you felt like you guys were on the same page and then it's like you want to move forward, create a family together. There's been some hiccups with that. So whether that's like moving in or getting pregnant, something like that. So there's been a lot of disappointments, a lot of heartache from this situation. This person's still going to be around you. So as you are trying to heal and you are trying to prioritize yourself, you're going to need that strength card energy of like self-discipline, you know, mind over matter. This person's going to be around, but I need to focus on me, not us, just me. So you may be struggling with that right now. It's just like when this person comes around, they know how to sweep you off your feet. They could be very charming. They could be very loving towards you. And it kind of puts you into a fantasy, but you want to stay into reality of what has really transpired, what has really happened, what the outcome is now has been, where you guys are separated but maybe still seeing each other. All right, let's see what's going on with this situation. Tell me about the strength card for pile number 1. So what you can expect moving forward is a lot of happiness. I also feel like with this person moving forward, now that maybe you guys are not having a title or not in a commitment, it's a lot more fun because it's not so much pressure. But at the same time, it is kind of bittersweet because you would rather this person act right so that you guys could be completely whole. What's the strength card here? All right, we have accidents. So some of you guys may end up leaning into your temptation. So if you told yourself, I'm not going to have sex with this person, I'm not going to answer their calls, I'm not going to go out with them, I'm not going over their house, I'm not letting them in my house, you may end up slipping on that, okay, with the accident card, and that's okay. But I feel like from doing that, there's some type of like in your feelings, even though you may have fun and it's a cool time, afterwards you don't feel good about it. So it kind of puts it in perspective like, okay, I definitely don't want to do that again. Let's not make this a habit. So you could be promising yourself that, like, okay, I'm going to stop letting this person in too closely when they have disrespected me or they have hurt me a bunch of times. I'm going to start putting up some boundaries. Tell me more about the strength card. Yeah, live and I learn. So, you know, this is just a lesson that you're going through right now, but you will overcome this lesson. I feel like you will learn this and you will adapt those behaviors of like, you know, putting yourself first, standing up for yourself, not allowing this person to have certain privileges that come with you if they're not treating you correctly. This person is very, very charming, okay? We have the Page of Cups to the Knight of Cups. So they don't, this is like how they move. This is their strategy with you. They know that if at least they can get close to you or get you on the phone or be face to face, they got you. Because they start off very slow, like maybe with compliments, favors, maybe even apologizing about certain things, starting off very slow, and then they kind of like lead into the Knight of Cups. So it kind of is like you guys are dating even though you may be broken up. It's almost like they never left. And they know how to like lead into it. They know they can't be so aggressive right off the bat. They have to take their time and ease into, you know, you letting your walls down. Okay, so they kind of have this strategy where they kind of act like oblivious, like, oh, you know, I don't know what I'm doing, you just do those things to me. But then it leads to something much deeper where you find yourself kind of in the behaviors that you would be if you guys were back together. So yeah, and I see a fun time. There's no like negativity, there's no fights or arguments. It feels like a very fun time. It's just the aftermath of it all. Like when you go back into your own space and you're alone and you're thinking things over, you don't really like that. You don't like the thought of this person being able to have you anyway. Okay? Like no, it comes with certain commitments. All right, Knight of Cups again. So Knight of Cups is coming out twice. So this person is putting it on you very thickly during this time. I feel like you do a really good job with the high priestess of like holding back or playing hard to get. You don't allow this person into your brain of what you're thinking or where you're at, where your head is at. Okay, so I do see you doing that. Tell me about the Knight of Cups here. Yeah, we have family here. So remember what I said about like creating a family or, being a family with this person. So they do a lot of family related things. They could be doing things with your children, their children, both of your children, if you guys are co parenting. And they make it seem like it's a one unit, which in reality it's not. Like you guys could be broken up right now. But they just kind of come in and they swoop in and they're like that mother figure, father figure, or they act like they're a family with you once again, but certain things have not been situated in this situation. Did that make sense? They think that you're oblivious to their strategy or the game that they're playing. Okay, so they are being very smooth and slick. They think that you're not picking up on it. I just think that's your high priestess energy of playing dumb or playing hard to get. Like you see everything that's happening, but you are not letting them know that you're onto them. You'll let them think that you are just oblivious, but you're not. And again, I don't see any drama. There's a very fun, playful, loving energy between you and this person right now. Things seem to be better when you guys are apart. That's kind of what I keep seeing here. Let's see. We have the Magician. So this could have been something that you were manifesting. This could also be something that they want to manifest as well. Also with the Magician too, someone's very mysterious. It's almost like most people don't know that this person has a family. Most people don't know that this person has children. They may not, they may not tell that to people, new people in their life, okay? The Magician is like very mysterious. So it's almost like if someone saw this person with their child, they'd be like, "You have a child?" Like, I don't know. That could be for protection, or that could be because this person likes to play games. The Magician loves to play mind games, okay? So I don't know. There's something like that. This person is very mysterious, even with their family or with their children. Tell me more. All right. Ace of Swords. So they're going to try to pick your brain by saying something to you. They may say, I don't know what they're going to say, but they're going to try to pick your brain of where you're at, how you're feeling about this. They're going to ask you about maybe their actions, and you're going to possibly reply as if you don't even notice. You're like, "Oh, I didn't notice that." "Oh, you did that? Okay, I didn't notice. That's good. Thanks." They're trying to see, how close are they getting back into your heart space. But I do see you deceiving them by just lying and saying, "I didn't notice," or "I didn't know," or "I didn't hear that," or "I didn't see that." So you definitely are keeping your cards close to your chest. What you cannot shake right now, and it's also because you're in part of the healing process, is the heartache from the past, the deception, the disappointment, the fallout. You can't shake that, okay? It doesn't matter how nice things are. It doesn't matter how playful you guys have been or if you've been enjoying each other's company. You can't shake that Three of Swords. Tell me about the Three of Swords. We have memory here. So this is something that's ingrained in your memory, and it's not a good memory. So it's just hurtful whenever it bounces back up and you kind of pay attention to it, it hurts. And hesitation is here. This could be why you could be very indecisive about your next steps with this person. You don't really want to say. You're not going to commit to saying yes or no. You're just kind of like weighing your options. Tell me about the Three of Swords. We have the Knight of Wands. So this lets me know that this person um, had player tendencies in the past or hoe like tendencies in the past. They could have been lacking consistency with you, lacking commitment, unable to commit to you. Could have been, juggling partners. So there's those memories of when this person had like a huge player streak at your expense, and that's very painful. You are walking away from that though. You're walking away from the hurt from that. So you're trying to release that and also like not allow it to affect you anymore. But it's a process. All right, tell me more. Because when this person is around you, it feels normal, it feels comfortable, it feels safe. There's a lot of happiness here. There's a lot of bliss between you two. You start to second guess and think maybe we should get back together. I see them working on things. They are putting in an effort. So you start to wonder about that. Also, because this person could be chasing you so strongly with the King of Wands. So I do see that. So you have a decision to make. I feel like what's next for you is a decision on this connection, whether it serves a purpose in your life or you're wiping your hands of it. All right. But I do feel like you're not going to rush to make that decision. And I also see a lot of bliss between you and that person. So that could be clouding your judgment, which is not good or bad. It's just like, because this person is doing so well right now and you know that they lack consistency, you really have to kind of like take your time to come to this decision. So that's what's happening next for you. I see this person doting on you. I see a lot of coming back together or coming towards each other, a lot of time spent. They could be coming through for you in a very significant way, that you may be in need or need some help. And I also feel like there's a decision of whether you're going to get back together with this person or not. I also see you trying to not allow the past to affect you like it has been. Okay, so there's a lot of healing here. Yeah, that's what I have for you, pile number one. So make sure to like the video before you go. If you want to leave me a comment, feel free to, and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you guys in the next one. All right, bye, pile number one. Hi, pile number two. All right, so this is what's happening next for you in your life. So, yeah, let's jump right into your reading. Let's see what you can expect to be coming into your life next. What's happening in your life next? Give me some messages for pile number two. Tell me all about pile number two. What's happening next in their life? Pile number two. Okay. All right. So you could be going through a breakup or a separation, or you're just trying to stop some type of cycle that's happening in your life, something that keeps repeating itself and you consider it to be negative. You're trying to actively stop that. So you're cutting things out of your life during this moment of time with the Axe card. It could hurt you a lot to release certain things. So there could be like, if this is a person, they could be hurt that maybe you're putting yourself first and saying, I can't do this anymore, but it hurts you too. Like, I think that's something that whoever's taking whoever's being cut out or whatever's being cut out may feel like you could be doing it very coldly. But I see that you are really hurting too. This hurts you a lot to do, but you feel like you need to take a stand and make more healthy choices in your life. All right, we have the healthy choices card here. So yeah, you could be making healthy choices in your love life, your career, your personal life, social life, family life, whatever it is. You're just choosing to do better for yourself. Maybe you want to feel better, okay? Maybe you haven't been feeling on a high or fulfilled for a long time and you want to change that. You're changing the narrative. So you could be pushing through with a lot of self-love. You could be seeing that your self-worth is rising up and you're going to be much happier. All right, there's also a situation where you've been stabbed in the back. So that could also be who you're cutting off, like a friend, a lover, family member, coworker. I mean, whatever, the list goes on. So I do see that this separation or this deception that you could have went through recently is something that hurts you, but you're still choosing to move forward. You're not sitting and sulking. You're like, you know what? Time for a change. This ain't gonna happen again. And you're taking actions to correct that. All right, good for you. So let's see what's going on with you. What can you expect next in your life from, being in this energy? What can you expect next in your life? Give me some messages for pile number 2. What can pile number 2 expect to happen next in their life? All right, we have the 6 of Pentacles. We have the 5 of Wands. And we have the 8 of Wands. Okay, interesting. All right, we also have the Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck. There's something that you're going to be very passionate about. So this could be a new hobby, new interest. This could be a new connection coming in, a new lover, a new friend. This could be something to do with work that brings you a lot of fulfillment, that's very intuitive, that's very creative. What I do see with the Ace of Cups, I feel like you could also become like whatever that is, overindulging in it. So if it's a new hobby, like if you're going to be getting in a gym, you may see that you're kind of overdoing it. But maybe it's bringing you peace or reassurance that you're on the right path. Again, if this is like a hobby or interest, I just see you doing this a lot, okay? If this is work, you could become a big workaholic. So even though there's some overindulgence here, it feels like because this is where you're at, it's healthy. Like, this is good. You should do that. You may see a lot of progress from it. You may get a lot of fulfillment from it, some desires or wishes coming true. So it doesn't feel like this is a bad thing. With that 6 of Pentacles, I definitely feel like you are going to be the charitable and generous person right now. So sometimes the 6 of Pentacles talks about receiving, but in this season, I feel like you're going to be giving. And again, the reason I feel that way is because the Axe card, which I just showed you. So you're going to be releasing things. You're kind of making room for new in your life. And it's time to kind of like, what did they call it? Be minimalistic, okay? And as you are releasing certain things, there could be a generous spirit about you because you're about to receive. So you could just be tipping more. You could be giving money to whoever's unfortunate that day. If someone's on the street or if you see someone that needs help, you're just kind of giving without thinking. You could be giving away things that you really, really like jewelry. Someone could be commenting about a ring on your finger or a bracelet. You're taking it off of your body and giving it to that person. So I see a very charitable energy about you. Very philanthropist? Okay. What's the 6 of Pentacles? Tell me about the 6 of Pentacles for pile number 2. Okay, very interesting. I feel like the way that you move is like, I don't understand. So we have loneliness here, right? So life could be feeling very dull right now as you are shedding out maybe a lot of connections, a lot of environments that are not good for you. Life could feel very dull, boring, lonely, isolated. But the way that you're dealing with that is being generous to your community or being generous to connections around you. But you still feel very lonely at the end of it, which is very interesting to me. All right, we also have imagination here. So imagination is a card of variety. So you could find yourself being charitable in different ways, not just with money, but like maybe with food, with, you know, objects, with service, with favors. I don't know. So there's a very diverse way that you are giving back to people or to your community, to your surroundings. I also feel like with the imagination card, with your loneliness here, you may feel like right now is just supposed to be a very lonely, isolated period in your life as you're shedding out the old and bringing in new. But I feel like that's in your head. That's an illusion. This chapter, not only are you going to be receiving new things, but you're also supposed to be very social or having a big social group. So that could be changing very soon for you. Tell me about the Six of Pentacles. I can't answer. Tell me about the Six of Pentacles for pile number 2. Yeah, Queen of Swords. You may not really like your circumstances right now, but you're still giving to people even if you feel like you're not happy with your circumstances. Okay, so that says a lot about whoever you are that I'm speaking to. You still choose to put a smile on other people's faces, which is really nice. Seven of Pentacles. If you're feeling lonely, like if you feel like you wish you had a partner, or if you wish you had a friend or more friends, that is coming in very soon. You're about to reap some benefits or reap some reward. It's been a long time coming, so I can see why you kind of have adopted this way of thinking that you're just meant to be isolated. But I feel like that's going to change for you very suddenly. We have the Ace of Cups again, and we have the Six of Wands. So you have like a very popular energy coming towards you. You could be getting way more popular, getting more recognition, being invited out more. Your name could be brought up a lot more. People could be talking about you in a positive. All right, so something is changing very swiftly with that. Okay. Also, Five of Wands, okay? So there is going to be like some challenges coming up for you, but I don't know if they're negative challenges. This is like a positive reading. Again, healthy choices. So there could be some very, like, I almost feel like you could be attracting like-minded people who challenge you to be your best self. So like if you meet a gym partner, that person could be going hard in the gym, causing you to kind of like rise to the occasion and go hard in the gym. If someone is really good with self-love, self-care, that could also be challenging you to put more into yourself. So it's something like that. It's like some type of friendly competition that gets you really like excitable, energizes you, motivates you. All right, tell me about this, the Five of Wands. I feel like you almost need a challenge to kind of like change your circumstances because, again, it's like that moon card energy. Things are not as bad as it seems if you wake up or look around. And with illness here, this could be like depression, especially with the loneliness card. Sorry. So if you are feeling like in a low emotional state, if you have been dealing with depression, I feel like a friendly, like maybe a friend, a new friend, or some new connection coming in your life is going to energize you and kind of challenge you to get out of that state, get out of that low emotional state. I feel like this is just what you need. Yeah, because maybe you had a lot of paranoia or fears to try to come out of this alone. So you almost need someone to challenge you for you to do it. Okay? Whoever this is that's going to be challenging you, they really, really like you a lot. Okay? With the reservation card, you can become their new favorite person on this planet. So I do see that. And this person has a coach-like energy, like a trainer. So they're very energizing or very motivating. Tell me more about this. maybe how you meet this person at first, they kind of like rub you the wrong way because they are challenging you, and you may wonder like, why are you on my back, or you're doing too much, or I don't even know you like that. But the outcome of the connection is very beautiful. Okay, so this person may trigger you at first, whoever this is. This person basically challenge you like, whatever you don't like in your life, fix it, okay? And I'm gonna push you to do that. All right, we have the Page of Cups. Okay, so someone is admiring you here, or you are gonna be someone's new favorite person with the Page of Cups. Someone could be trying to charm you. Maybe you're just not picking up on it with the illness card. Okay, what else? We have Justice here. Okay, look out for a Libra, possibly. Look out for someone who could be a Libra, or they could be very charming, could be kind of stylish with their clothes. Okay, I know that's like a Libra energy. Could be a little indecisive, but a real stand-up person. I feel like this person really believes in integrity and doing what's right. It also feels like with the Justice, this will be a very balanced and reciprocal connection. I don't see you picking up on this person at first. You're just kind of like playing them to the left, or you can't be bothered because that illness card, if you're in a low emotional state, you're just like, I don't have time for the games. But this person does charm you, okay? This will be happening in September. They'll be able to successfully charm you, and there'll be like this friendly competition between you two. All right, so this person could play a significant role in your life in helping you kind of like go after what you want. All right, and then the last card we have here is the Eight of Wands. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of back-to-back energy. Things are going to move really fast-paced. So September for you, pile number 2, could go super fast. You may feel like your head has to be on a swivel. You may feel like you don't want to get left behind, or you may have trouble keeping up with the pace of how fast things are going. There's a lot of sudden themes coming into your life, so like self-love, health, like changing your lifestyle, health upgrades for you. Things are hitting you all at once here. Let's see what this is. You're gonna have to like stand tall and just like embrace it. All right, this is going to remind you of a time in your past, maybe when you were on top of your shit. Like you could not be defeated. No one could challenge you. You were just on top of everything. You were on top of your career, your finances. You could have been on top of your home life. You were on top of your lifestyle, your routine, your habits. So this is going to remind you of a time like that. So you could expect maybe another chapter just like that to be coming in. You could also expect maybe that this person who could be challenging you to be someone who has longevity in your life. So like a lifelong friend, or maybe even a lifelong lover. All right. So even if things don't start off right away or kick off right away between you and this person, you will be surprised in the future, like that they're still around. The fact that they kind of have this very purposeful meaning in your life, that they're just here. They just kind of blown in. And it's funny because we have natural disaster here. So this person kind of blown in very randomly. Okay. It's like, oh, this is unexpected. So they're going to be witnessing your transformation. Let's see. What else is here? All right. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Expect your finances to also go up. In September, you could be making a lot of money in September, maybe getting some commissions, getting some back pay. There could be promotions at your job, career success, but financial success as well. So it's reminding you of a time that you were really on top of your shit, and you should get excited because you're going to be having a second chance at that. So you're going to be in that energy, in that vibe overachieving. You're kind of walking into that chapter with the Fool. There's a new beginning here. All right, what else can you tell me? Ace of Pentacles, okay? Also, this person coming in, there's a commitment. So this person will be sticking in your life. They're not someone who's just flying in and flying out. They're going to be a lifelong friend, or they could also be a partner. They could be, you know, a business partner maybe coming into your life for those of you who could be dealing with that. But yeah, there's a commitment here. There's longevity, the beginning stages of a very long connection. All right, so you have a lot of things coming in. You have like making better choices. You are clearing out a lot of things that no longer serve you. You have a new connection of someone who's going to motivate you. You have better financial outcomes and career outcomes in September. And so there's a lot to get excited about. I also see you being very generous. So, you know, that could bring you a lot of fulfillment, but I also feel like, you know, that's amazing. Yeah, that's what I have for you, pile number 2. So make sure you guys like the video, comment down below, and also subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next one. All right, bye. Hi, pile number 3. All right, so this one is for you if you picked pile number 3. So let's see what's happening next for you in your life. Give me some messages for pile number 3. Tell me a little bit about pile number 3 before we start. Oh. All right, pile number 3. So what I'm seeing here is that there's going to be some shocking news about someone who is close to you. Someone that you hold very close to you, okay? This is so weird how this came out. So this is definitely a very strong message for pile number 3. I feel like you weren't going to be able to pick up on this, or really, maybe you picked up on it, but you didn't give it a second look. Like you kind of waved it off. You tried not to think about any negative thoughts about this connection, but this is being brought up because I feel like your spirit guides really want to convey this message that someone, you need to look at this person, you need to pay attention to them because they don't have the best intentions. And so I feel like you're gonna have like a tower moment with the lightning. All right, but this is better now than later because this person, they could deceive you later on, or they could end up, you know, coming in with some chaos or conflict that it's better for you to pick up on this and really pay attention to it now than you just kind of being blindsided later. All right, so let me tell you how interesting your reading is just to start. The first card that came out is the snake. So I was going to say there's a snake in your camp. There's a rat in your camp. There's someone here that could be competing with you, could have envy towards you, evil eyeing you. This could be someone who feels like they're very clever or smart or strategic, that they won't be picked up, that you could be blind to this. This could be also like a third party. So if you are dating someone, this could be someone who's a third party that may want your spot. Okay, so sorry to say that, but I do. But I feel like this is someone that's really close to you or really all up in your biz. Because if you don't know this person, they know you very well. All right, because we have girl with the snake that came out, or boy with the snake. So you are in the same vicinity of this person that poses as a threat to you, okay? Maybe you waved this off, or you didn't pick up on this because you could have a very empathic way of treating people and having compassion for people, because this card does talk about the empath and narcissist paradigm. All right, you could be getting charmed right now or used. And you also could be in a situation where you may enable this person, like you coddle them, okay, instead of like seeing them for who they are. All right, so this is telling you you need to start setting some boundaries before it goes too far. Let's see what's going on with your reading. Tell me more for pile number 3 about what's next for them. What's happening next in their life. Tell me more for pile number 3. What's happening next in their life. We have the 5 of Pentacles. We have the Page of Cups. And we have the Empress. Okay. So first and foremost, this could be someone who, this could be someone who is like a mother figure to you, or you could be a motherly figure to them, or you could be the friend who is like the mother of the group or the father of the group. You could be the most responsible. You're always looking out. You always have someone's back. You provide sometimes. You could be very nurturing, empathic. All right. But yeah, I do feel like this could be someone who is a mother or your mother, or this could be someone that you tend to mother or father. You kind of parent them. And I really wonder what type of relationship that is, because if that is like a friend or if that's a lover, I don't think you should have to parent them, you know? Like, I think everybody's a grown adult here. All right. This person always like brings up almost like to get acknowledgement. So they always bring up like how loyal they are to you. They're always talking about it, okay? You should question that. Why does this person always need to explain or over exclaim how loyal they are to you? Why can't they just be about it? Why they always talking about it? Why they always got to bring it up to you, bring it to your attention? Are they trying to cover something up? Okay. You may have been looking at this person with some rose-colored glasses, most definitely. All right, someone's gonna make a comment about something that you worked really hard on. So there could be something that you like stayed up all night and worked on. If you cooked a meal, you really worked really hard, like to cook it very well, follow a recipe. There's something very perfectionist about what you did. So like if you made a meal, you could have followed a recipe to a T. You worked really hard on plating, you know, things like that. Someone's going to make a hater comment about something that you worked really hard on. That should be a wake-up call for you. If you did your hair, if you did your own hair, you know, maybe you worked really hard on it and then someone makes a snide comment. They could be just saying that they're teasing you, but I feel like there's some truth in how this person treats you in that moment. So look out for that. That's going to be a big indicator. Something that you worked really hard on, something that you try to perfect, and someone gives you like this rude comment about it, or a hater. It seems like a hater ass comment, but it's supposed to be coming from that person who's your loyal friend. Okay. So I don't know. All right. Tell me more about this. Tell me about the 5 of Pentacles. This person always has a problem of being left out in the cold. So there's many situations that have happened where their old friends have left them out in the cold, or their old partners have left them out in the cold. Maybe even their own family have left them out in the cold. And they come to you in a victim state saying, why do people always do this to me? And you could have reassured them, coddled them, enabled them sometimes, just trying to be a good person, you know, support them. But there's truth or there's reason behind why this person keeps getting left behind. What's the 5 of Pentacles? All right, we have confinement here, and it's coming out for the 5 of Pentacles. So this person, even though they claim to be very loyal to you and to other people who have done them wrong, this person is very guilty, okay? So, and they could also self-sabotage. So they could do things themselves that put them out in the cold. It really isn't anyone else just picking on them. Okay, we have the homeless card here to clarify that. See what else is here. Maybe this person doesn't have a home right now too. They could be out of a home because of self-sabotage. All right. They see you as a blessing, but I also feel like this person is not to be trusted. Like they see you as a blessing. You could be the person who really has not judged them from their past and, you know, uplifted them and gave to them and very generous. So they see you as a blessing, but I also feel like this person's not to be trusted. Like they self sabotage, even though there's someone trying to help them here in good faith. They just tend to do those people wrong. They tend to do those people wrong. The people who reach their hand out to them, they do them wrong. Okay, so I would definitely keep an eye out on this person. Tell me more about this. All right, we have the Lovers. You could be this person's twin flame. So there's a big lesson here about how this person goes about life that they could be learning from you. Okay, so you could be the one that really, you know, you didn't really, I feel like you treated this person very nicely. You could have been their angel when they were really down and out. And something that they could be doing towards you or the way that they're acting, there's going to be a lesson here, a very harsh lesson that they're going to have to learn. So I don't feel like this situation is going to last, which I think is good because there's not good intentions behind this person. Yeah, the Tower. Something is happening very soon that's going to blow up this connection. I'm just letting you know. So this one blessing that they had in a friend or in a lover or in a family member, they're going to blow that up. They're going to ruin it. Okay. Page of Cups. When this happens, this person will apologize right away. They will, whatever this is that may happen, they're going to apologize right away. But it's like, what are your intentions, you know? Okay. You have a lot of positive memories with this person. That's why it's really hard for you to kind of like see them in their true form. You've only seen their positive side most of the time. Anything negative that they do, they don't do it around you. But it's starting to slip. All right, so there could be an apology coming in from whatever this Tower moment is, that they could be self-sabotaging this connection. You're going to decide that you need a break, okay? So you're going to tell this person, that's cool, but I just don't think I need to be around you right now. So you're like, okay, let me just take a little break here. See what's going on with that. Tell me about the Page of Cups. We have the Moon. So again, the Moon is just illusions. It's like what you see is not what is not reality. So even if you have a lot of positive memories with this person, there's a lot of negative things that you haven't seen or that have been lost in translation. So keep that in mind. Some of you guys, this person is no longer in your life, but they could be coming towards you soon. Okay, so it's just warning you about this person. Like, even though time has passed, the universe wants you to remember. Remember what they did or how they acted. All right, we have the Knight of Wands as well. So you have had endings or separations with this person, but they're always in and out. Like, maybe you just never stuck to your word of being done this time. You always gave second chances. It's been an on and off thing going on. So this person kind of like comes back. You may forgive them. Then they do something again. Then it's like, okay, you're on your way out. And if this person's coming back around, this also could be saying that, listen, it's not going to be consistent. There's going to be something else that may happen again. Okay. The Empress here, because you are so generous to this person, you have helped them a lot. You may have elevated their life in a way. You've helped this person, whether you bought groceries for them, you bought them new clothes, you got them enrolled in school, you helped them with a resume, you've helped them elevate some way. All right. This person could be coming back towards you. They are very paranoid that you won't be the same generous empress or emperor energy towards them. You're not going to be like parenting them or coddling them or, you know, helping them grow. All right. So they could be trying to come up with a strategy to get more abundance from you with that empress. So they are planning something. They kind of know that their chances are very low. So they know they have to come up with a better strategy. What is that about? All right, the will. Again, this person's looking for a way to up their circumstances. They may have been going through a lot of karma most recently, or just like not experiencing the good parts of life. So they're looking for a way to make that table turn, and they associate that with you. I don't even think this person's going to be able to play out their plans, okay? So there could be something coming up soon where this person may invite you out with the Three of Cups. This could be out somewhere fun. This could be out with a couple of other people. This could be out where it's not just you and them, okay? This is a moment for you guys to bond, to see if there's still that mutual attraction, whether it's platonic or romantic. But even with their plan that they have, maybe they had a plan of having fun with you and sneaking back into your life. They are going to get very nervous when it's time to be strategic or when it's time to deceive. It's almost like this person can't face you and play you in your face. I don't know. They get very like nervous, paranoid. They are not very self-assured with their deceptive ways like they were in the past. So they almost feel like this is very risky. So there's like a lot of hesitation coming towards whatever they're going to do to try to get back in your good graces. I don't even see them acting that out because they're going to be too paranoid to do it. Good. Okay, good. I mean, what? All right, so this is what's coming in next in your life. I guess this person's trying to come back in, all right? And you just have to know that they have intentions here that you may just do not align with you. All right, so that's what I have for you, pile number 3. Just look out for that. You do have an opportunity to give to yourself, to nurture yourself and grow your life. Whatever goals you have, you are in a time where there's going to be a lot of growth. You could also be receiving a lot, you know, with the Empress. So it's a good time for you to put yourself first and to be on the receiving end this time with new energies. All right, I'm going to leave it there, pile number 3. Make sure to like the video before you go. Comment down below. Let me know what's going on. And subscribe to my channel. And I will see you guys in the next one. All right, bye.